Yes.
All right, so today is November 17th at I'll say 5:53. We're opening a few minutes late, but we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Johnson, you do roll call, please.
Yeah. Mayor Hibbage.
Here.
Councilmember Bryan. Here. Councilmember Glazer.
Here.
Councilmember Rainville. Here. Councilmember Swenson.
Here.
Attorney Corey.
Here.
And myself, Natalie Johnson. Roll call is complete.
Roll call complete. All right, so we are going to go into a closed meeting. So Natalie, please shut off the recording.
Before you shut that off,
Ms. Natalie?
Yep.
I just need to read for the record what exactly we're doing. We're going into a closed meeting to consider allegations against an employee of the city. Those allegations will be considered only in closed session. The employee may determine that this meeting must be open to the public, in which case it will then turn into an open meeting. The purpose of the meeting is to determine whether discipline is warranted. The meeting is being closed under Minnesota Statute 13D.05, subdivision 2B. If after proceeding in closed session, council determines that discipline is warranted, council may open the meeting and consider and actually impose discipline.
Okay. All right, so the meeting was closed and is back open now. That's my gavel for tonight. All right, so now we are going to discuss what this. Please put your phone on silence.
I don't know how to do it. I got a new phone.
Talk about what level of discipline is going to be that we're going to vote on. So would anybody like to start the discussion on this?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Rainbow, please go ahead.
based on our discussion during the closed session, I move that employee A receive a written reprimand to include the requirement for additional training.
Was that a motion or?
That is a
was
motion.
So do we have a second on that and then we can go to discussion on it?
I'll second it for discussion.
Second for discussion. Okay, would you like to add the next comment for discussion? All right, we're second for discussion. Anybody? All right, I'll start out. Considering what evidence we've had, I think a written should be, I'm going to state the minimal piece that should happen. I'm going to recommend one level higher, which is a written to include suspension without pay for 3 days. That would be
Technically an amendment to the motion.
That would, well, right now we're in discussion, that's my recommendation. So she's still got the motion on the table and we're in discussion. So we could amend the motion if we have any level of agreement, but want to go around the table and get everybody's input on what the recommendations would be, and then we can go forward. And
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Glazer.
based on what the council's been presented with this evening and what we've experienced here in this room tonight, I would be in favor of what you just proposed. A written reprimand put in file with a 3-day suspension, and that written reprimand to include that this cannot happen.
Councilmember Bryan or Councilmember Swenson?
Yes.
Councilmember Swenson.
I think a written reprimand is certainly appropriate. I think we need to document it, and I'll make sure it's documented. I don't know that it would go as far as a 3-day suspension, but I don't feel super strongly about that. I think it's within reason. But yeah, my thought would be certainly the written reprimand.
Thank you. Councilmember Bryan.
I'm just weighing the issue of the event and written certainly would be minimal. Knowing I can go either way right now. I'm still trying to figure out where we are at.
Okay, so we have a motion on the table right now, and we second it. So, we'll go back around. Is there any other discussion any of the council members would like to add? It's okay if we have some silence, if you want to sit and think for a minute.
No, we can keep moving forward.
What, they don't really think we can move forward?
No,
Because
well,
it's time to vote.
Then we vote.
Councilmember Glazer, go ahead.
So are you amending Councilmember Rainville's motion?
I certainly can, or doing a,
Here's where you would,
Okay.
Because
You would ask me.
I would like to now amend Councilmember Rainville's motion to state that, one, it would be a written reprimand, to include a 3-day suspension, and the additional training that we talked about from the administration. So that's the motion I would like to push forward.
I'll second that motion.
Mike.
You know?
So from a procedural, it's a motion to amend.
Right.
So it does step in front of yours, but the vote is only on the amendment, not to impose the discipline, but
Right.
an amendment to your motion. So there's really gonna be 2 votes. First vote is, shall the motion be amended? Then if the answer is yes, the next vote is, do we pass that motion?
No, well, I'm assuming that's Robert's rules.
It's kind of, yeah, you guys don't operate under Robert's rules, are way too complex. But that's the normal procedure for how you take a motion with an amendment, friendly amendment is what it's called.
Thanks for the education, I appreciate that.
So
We might need a few more.
So, Mr. Mayor, I do not accept your request to amend the motion. I would like my motion to stand alone. If it doesn't fail, then somebody else can bring forward the second.
Just an additional one. Okay. So at this point, we already had a second. Any further discussion, Councilmember Ryan?
No.
So first motion would be, when you restate your motion, please, so.
I move that based on the discussion during our closed session, that employee A receive a written reprimand to be placed in their personnel file, and the reprimand include the requirement of additional training.
Okay, we already had a second on it, so we will move to vote on the.
First, your amendment's still out there, your motion to amend.
Okay, but she declined it.
And I still think it goes to a vote, I could be wrong.
We've not done that in the past.
Okay, so your procedure's been vote your motion? Okay.
Well, their motion, and if there's an additional one coming up, there can be an additional one added to it. Or no.
So so generally speaking, we would have a motion to oppose discipline, and that's it.
So you get one vote.
Yes, so if your motion passes, that is the discipline you guys oppose, you get 1 pass at. If you vote no on that motion, then another motion could come up, and that motion could be your motion of both things, suspension and all 3 things, suspension, reprimand,
So the first vote would be to state that we do not want the motion from Councilmember Rainville, is that?
correct. It's either pass it as the discipline or reject it as the discipline.
Okay, and then we would go through another one.
Yes. If you reject it, you go to another one, you come back to what's the motion going to be. If you pass it, you're done. That's the discipline that's imposed by the council.
Okay, is that clear for everybody? All right, let's go through the vote. Councilmember Rainville, will you read it one more time to make sure everybody's got it?
Based on discussion during our closed session, I move that employee A receive a written reprimand and it be placed in their file, and the letter to include additional training.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Nay?
I'm an aye.
Motion carries.
Yeah.
Okay, it is done.
All right, so Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Rainville.
I move that we identify employee A as Joseph Blaze.
Okay, we have to take a vote. All those in
We need a
favor?
second. We need a second.
We got a second, thank you. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, Mr. Mayor, I move to adjourn